Hey yogis, welcome to day 3 of your yoga fix. We're going to focus on arms and let's go ahead and get started in child's pose towards the back of the mat. So knees can be together or wide, whatever's best for you. Big toes touch. Bring the forehead down to the mat or a block. Stretch the arms along in front of you. And just take a moment to arrive. Taking a couple of deep breaths, just settling in, letting the hips sink and settle. And one more full, smooth, deep breath in and out through the nose. And then with your next inhale, come on to the all fours. So bring your wrists under shoulders, your knees under your hips. And before we get into cat-cow, draw the navel in. Let your shoulders go up towards your ears. Usually something we don't want to do, but it's not that bad. And then draw the shoulder blades down the back. So this is just in your shoulders. Again, shrug the shoulders up towards your ears. And then send the shoulders away from your ears, spacious around your neck. Now, next exhale, press the hands into the mat. Protract your shoulders. And make sure your fingers are spread wide. You're kind of gripping the mat and the eyes of the elbows spin forward. So protract the shoulders, puff up your upper back, and now retract the shoulders, sink down, and let the shoulder blades move together. One more time like that. Keep the belly pulling in, press the mat away. Protract the shoulders. And then sink down, retract. Good. Then come to a neutral position as you inhale. Arch the back, shoulder blades move together and down the back. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, round into your upper back. Press the mat away. And twice more, arch the back and gaze up. And exhale, round, protract. One more time with your own breath. Good. Then bring the hands a little more forward of your shoulders. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back to down dog. Hands hip distance, feet hip distance. Firm your forearms in, spread the shoulder blades, draw the navel and ribs in. If your hamstrings are tight, bend your knees so you can keep a long spine and the hips lift way up and back. Good. Then bring the feet together. Inhale the right leg up and back, the hips stay level. And exhale, step the foot in between the hands, lower the left knee down, and inhale to reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. So press through your feet, draw the navel and ribs in. And then cactus your arms, lift your sternum. Good. Then bring the palms together, the elbows towards each other. And then open up cactus. Then reach the arms overhead, the palms face each other. Good. Then the hands frame the right foot, plant your left hand, reach your right arm up, tuck the left toes, lift the back knee, and gaze up towards the right hand. Spread your shoulder blades, move them down the back. Good. Now see if you can come onto the pinky toe edge of your left foot and step that right foot back on top of left side plank. Squeeze your thighs in towards each other. Bring that top hip slightly forward. Draw the navel in. Good. Then as you come down, the right forearm comes down, and you're going to move over to the other side. Pinky toe edge of right foot. Reach the left arm up into forearm plank. Now really lift your hips, kind of crunch that right underneath the waist. Good. Then bring the left forearm down and come into forearm plank. Now you can either have your hands down and wrists in line with your elbows, or you can interlace your fingers, which is a little easier if you've got tight shoulders. Puff up your upper back, draw the navel in, and then start to walk your feet in, dolphin pose. So notice if you're collapsing down into your shoulders, really lift up. Hug the elbows in towards each other and keep your shoulders a little bit behind your elbows. Good. Then walk the feet back out into that forearm plank. And then come all the way down into Sphinx. So elbows under your shoulders, wrists in line with the elbows. Little engagement in the core to protect your low back. Good. Then slide the hands down, tuck the toes, press up through plank and back to down dog. Bring the feet together. Inhale the left leg up and back. And as you exhale, step the left foot in between the hands, or you can pick it up and put it there. Lower the right knee down, sweep the arms up. Press into the feet, draw the navel and ribs in. So instead of just dumping into the hips, see if you can find some lift. Good. Then cactus the arms. Then bring the elbows together, palms together, protract. Inhale, cactus, lift the sternum, and then reach the arms up, palms face each other. And then exhale, the hands frame the foot, plant your right hand, reach the left arm up, tuck the right toes, and lift the back knee for easy twist. So shoulder blades spread wide, shoulders towards stacking, gaze up at the left hand. And then see if you can come on to pinky toe edge of right foot. Step that left foot back on top of right for side plank. Lift your hips, squeeze the thighs together. And feel the shoulder blades moving down the back. And then left forearm comes down. Come over to pinky toe edge of left foot. Reach the right arm up for forearm plank. Lift the hips and squeeze that underneath waist. Good. Then right forearm comes down into forearm plank. You can either interlace fingers or keep wrists in line with the elbows. Hold, breathe. And then start to walk the feet in for dolphin. So lift up out of the shoulders. Really lift your hips high. The heels are heavy. Good. Then walk the feet back. And then lower all the way down into Sphinx. Draw the heart through the arms. Good. Then we'll slide the hands down by your ribs and come to the top of the feet. Lift up into up dog, if that's okay on your back. And then exhale, draw navel in, down dog. Take a breath. Then bring the feet together. Inhale the right leg up and back. And exhale, step the foot in between the hands. This time high lunge as you rise. Cactus your arms and bring the elbows towards each other. And cactus the arms and reach the arms up. Good. Swim your left hand down to a block or the mat. Easy twist. And this time we'll step straight back to wild thing. So the right foot stacks on top of left for side plank just for a moment. And then right ball of the foot comes down behind you. Lift your hips up. Wild thing. Good. Then we'll come back to side plank. We'll bring the right forearm down and come onto pinky toe edge of right foot. Lift your left arm for forearm side plank. Good. Then bring both forearms down for forearm plank. Press the mat away with your forearms. Draw the navel in. Move the shoulders away from the ears. And then start to walk the feet in, dolphin. Really challenging pose. Keep the breath steady. Good. Then walk the feet back out. Take a full cycle of breath in, forearm plank, and then slowly lower down to the belly, back to Sphinx pose. Good. Then slide hands down, come up into up dog or cobra. And then from your core, lift your hips up and back to down dog. Take a breath. Bring the feet together. Inhale the left leg up and back. And exhale. Step the foot in between the hands. Inhale up to high lunge. Firm your inner thighs in. Draw the belly in. Cactus the arms. Then bring the elbows, the hands together. Protract your shoulders. Cactus the arms again. And then lift the arms up. Swim your right hand down. Easy twist. And then from here, we're going to step straight back to wild thing. So left foot comes back, steps behind you, ball of the foot, then press the hips up. Nice, y'all. Then come back to side plank for a moment. Left forearm comes down, forearm side plank. Lift your hips, crunch the left waist. Good. Then right forearm comes down. You can have fingers interlaced or the hands down. Draw the navel in. Slowly step feet forward. And this time you have the option to stay right here, resting when you need to, or come into an inversion headstand. So if you need to find a wall, feel free to do that. We'll interlace fingers and set the crown of the head down. And then make sure you're lifting up and not sinking down into your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. The elbows are heavy as you walk your feet forward, forward, forward until the hips come over your shoulders. And maybe you lift one foot and the other, squeeze into a tiny ball, and eventually lifting the feet up into headstand, which you can see isn't easy. So let's try that again. We'll lift the hips up, walk the feet in, and then curl into a tiny ball and float the legs up. Really reach through the legs. Lift. Don't sink down into your shoulders. And then when you're ready, try to come out slowly. That's also hard. You can come into child's pose. And rest. Bring the arms alongside the legs to give your shoulders a little break. If your neck needs a break, you can come into rabbit, where you're tucking your toes and coming on to the crown of the head. Should feel good and not bad on the neck, so don't do it if it doesn't feel good. And then we'll sit back on the heels. And thank you so much for joining me. Hope to see you on your mat tomorrow. Namaste.